using my studies and observation group Ultra XR knife. Really like this thing. It's getting a little dull from all the box openings and, you know, carbon fiber knife. Yeah, you know, maybe it's not really used for box opening, but if a knife is not light, I don't end up carrying it every day. And this is the one I carry every day. And what do? Almost every day, I unpack boxes. I'm constantly getting shipments. So, you know, it is what it is. All right, yes, what do we have here? It's a box from UCfab, yes. And this is not a new one. This is a fixed one that I had previously purchased and abused. I absolutely abused it. Very well packed here. Thanks for, ooh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, I almost don't even want to put my fingerprints on this. This has given me the opportunity to repaint it though. Oh yeah. So this is the rock racer, or whatever we would call it, that I had UCfab build me quite a while back. Yeah, I really don't want to touch this because it's going to put my fingerprints on it, and this is obviously straight out of the sandblaster. And I'm going to want to paint this so it doesn't rust. And fingerprints will be no bueno. So I am going to not get my crusty, oily fingers all over this amazing chassis. All right, so what happened? Why did I have to send it back into UCfab? As you can see, this thing is brazed so nice. Like, when it was painted, you couldn't see how well the brazing actually is. Kyle does such a good job. He's a welder by day trade, if you will, and he has made these chassis for our crawling community for quite a few years. And the cleanliness, the perfect fitment of all the joints, he's pretty much one of the top builders in the world. Not even pretty much, he is. And there's only one butt joint on the entire thing, or two technically, but right here and here, you know, you've only got so much length to work with. We can see that he did a small butt joint between there, and brazing butt joints is terrible, absolutely terrible. But if we look, it's like the perfect amount of filler in there. There's just hardly any poking out. It's obvious that he didn't do any sort of like after prep to, you know, get rid of a lot of filler. You know, if he did a great job at it, that's for sure. So what had happened was my servo mount right here. The servo mount was starting to like bend and pull out of the way, and it was welded in on one side. You probably can't see, but it's welded into the frame right here, and then there was one little spot where it either wasn't welded or wasn't brazed. And I think normally that'd be totally fine for a chassis, but I was literally just running into things with this, and stout servo, all metal, everything else, and this was the first thing that started to bend. And it wasn't very much, but it was enough that where I was like, I gotta send this back. And you know, I paid for the work, because me running it into objects is not exactly, you know, that's not the fault of the building. But I told him, hey, beef it up as much as you can. Right there is the only spot. And so he did. I think he was probably going to do it pro bono, but I sent him some stuff anyways. We just did some trade, and it just, yeah, oh, this is going to be sweet. Well, I was planning on building this right now, but I see that it needs to be painted, and that means that I am going to paint it first, and that's not really an on-camera thing. So I'll probably want to do some primer on this, and then we'll paint it. Black has always been my favorite, but it doesn't show up very well in photos, so I'm usually told silver is a better idea. So I think I'll probably go back with silver like it was last time, or maybe, I don't know, maybe another color. Y'all let me know in the comments what you would do. I've got a black body. Let me grab. Yeah, so here's our hood panel. As you can see, black. Oh yeah. Oh, it just fits so well. I don't know if he uses jigs for this or what, but at any rate, Yeah, you can see black panels. The silver would really pop next to it, but we could also do something fun. Purple would be pretty cool. Even pink. I know not a lot of y'all are probably fans of pink, and I'm not exactly either, but for photo purposes and just having a really cool custom rig that nobody else has, you can do anything. The world's our oyster here. But let me know in the comments what colors that you would choose for spraying this. And yeah, I'll get that figured out. We will get this painted soon and then do a build on it. So yeah, super excited to get this running again. Extremely fun to drive, really fun to build, and just all around awesome rig from UCfab. Just a custom that he made for me. And I forget what I told him. Just make something cool, and he did. So there we go, UCfab custom chassis, and I'm excited to get it back on the rocks. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. You've made it to the end of the video. Hopefully that means you liked what you saw. If you want to help out the channel, you can like, subscribe, and definitely comment down below. We would like to hear new ideas from you, so be sure you let us know what you'd like to see. There are some other suggestions probably floating by my head right now that you can check out, and otherwise we appreciate your support and your help growing the channel.